All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car. You know you've got it made if you can get to that.
E aí, galera, estamos de volta aqui no Noire. E aí, Bekowski, solta o verbo aí, cara. Não sei se você quer falar alguma coisa. Nadinha? Nada dessa vez? Beleza, então a gente vai pausar o jogo aqui. Dar uma olhadinha primeiro nos uniformes, né? Testar o uniforme novo aqui, né? Pra dar uma variada. Cada episódio é um uniforme diferente. Deixa eu ver. Vamos com esse aqui mesmo, ó. Cada uniforme tem um unlock diferente de habilidades, né? Esse aqui a gente pode tomar mais dano no melee, na briga, na porrada. Tem outros que dão mais resistência a tiro, tem outros que aumentam o dano que a gente dá quando a gente atira com alguma arma, e etc. Esperar os carros passarem para não ser atropelado, né? Que é perigoso. Olha lá, Cole.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Não queria interromper os diálogos aqui, por isso que eu estou mais devagarzinho nesse final. Estamos chegando perto do ponto da cena do crime aqui. Ray's Café. Olha o ketchup ali, ó.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now we're going to take a look around.
Beleza, então temos mais um presuntinho pra gente investigar aqui o corpo.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Vai dar um beijinho nele não, cara?
I ended on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Nada aqui no rosto para poder averiguar. Nos bolsos, vamos ver também se tem alguma coisa.
Patterson has life insurance.
Que é o seguro de vida do camarada, $16 mil de seguro. É uma grana boa, hein? Para a época, né? Considerando que naquela época o dólar valia menos. Aqui, ó. Grana! Vai pegar pra você não, Phelps? Você não é ladrãozinho não, né?
We can notify next of kin.
Lester Patterson. Vou ver nas mangas, nas mãos tem alguma coisa. Aqui não tem nada. Na outra também. Sempre vou dar uma averiguada, né? Porque nem sempre a gente acha pista em todas as partes do corpo, né? Às vezes é só em uma ou outra. Mas é bom conferir tudo.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Então, pelo visto, pelo que o médico legista tá falando aí, o cara foi assassinado no atropelamento mesmo, né? Tem mais outras pistas aqui pra poder ver, ó.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
O cara foi arremessado bem longe.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Engraçado que, tipo assim, o cara foi atropelado perto do acostamento, fraga. Parecia que o cara tava, tipo, ao invés de estar no meio da pista, tava mais querendo parar o carro e propositalmente atropelou o cara, fraga.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
É. O cara tentou frear antes do impacto, né? Ou até depois, né? Não se sabe.
She's all yours, detective.
Calminha, camarada, porque eu me lembro dessa missão e temos uma pista bem aqui na lata de lixo. Uma pista bem relevante, inclusive. Isso não foi spoiler, hein?
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
É, mano, uma faca ensanguentada aqui do lado da cena do crime. Como é que isso não é suspeito? Tá faltando alguma pista aqui, a musiquinha ainda não parou. Será que tem alguma coisa aqui perto do chapéu do cara? Pelo visto, não. Ou então alguma coisa que a gente não averigua mais nos cantos aqui, sei lá. Enfim. Creio que não tô achando mais nada que tem pra averiguar, então vou falar comigo aqui de uma vez.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
É, parece sincero.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
A menina então identificou o carro para nós.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
É, tem coisa estranha aí. Ela tá olhando pra cima ali, ó. Acho que ela tá mentindo mesmo.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
The people arguing, they were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Olha só, temos mais um jornalzinho aqui na mesa. Talvez essa era a pista que estava faltando para completar o cenário aqui. Vamos ver.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Pô, esse médico é mó hipócrita, hein, mano? O cara tá dopando os pacientes, drogando os malucos. Vamos falar aqui com o camarada do bar. Valdir Bigode aqui, ó.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
É... Verdade você não tá falando não, eu bigodão. E aqui não tem nenhuma pista falando nada que incrimine o cara, então vai ser a resposta do policial mal mesmo.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
E agora é verdade.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Deixa eu ver se essa pista aqui tem alguma coisa a ver com a resposta que a gente pode dar, porque ele tá mentindo, né? Bom, acho que não, então vamos usar a resposta policial mesmo. Policial mal mesmo.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Ah, mentiroso.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the Love Tap.
Nossa, mano, são muitos nomes parecidos, né? Leroy, Lester, Lorna, Lynch. Tudo com L, velho. Confunde pra caramba.
Operator, give me R&I.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Olha só o espelhinho aqui. Eu acho muito bacana com esse capricho que os caras têm nos detalhes, né, velho? Porque uma das coisas mais difíceis de fazer em jogos é reflexo no espelho e sombra também. Então, dá trabalho, cara. O que tem aqui atrás? Alguma coisa interessante? Acho que não, né?
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
Olha só, rapaz. Joguinho de pôquer. Agora tá explicado porque que o bar tava sobrevivendo esse tempo todo, né? Como o barman aqui falou. São jogos de pôquer que estavam dando a grana pros caras sustentarem o negócio aqui. Vambora então, Bekowski.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Primeiro a gente vai pra casa do camarada que atropelou, né? O dono do carro lá, do carro vermelho. E é muito melhor deixar o cara dirigir também, porque a gente não perde tempo se deslocando. E facilita no trabalho de edição também, para não ter que ficar cortando o vídeo depois que o diálogo acaba e não tem mais nada para falar também. Dependendo também da distância, né?
That's the son of a bitch right there.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Vocês caíram nessa facinho, hein, ô Phelps.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Hora da perseguição aqui. Opa, nossa, quase que eu dou de cara no poste, velho. Será que dá pra tirar de dentro do carro? Acho que não, né?
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Bora, Pete. Tô ligado que quando a gente atropela civis aqui no jogo, a gente perde ponto e tal. Na nota final do caso, né? Quando a missão termina.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Don't let
Perdeu o
that
capô
asshole
já.
get away.
Nossa, achei que o carro do cara tinha pifado já, fraga. Agora eu vou te pegar, ó. E já era, irmão. Mostra, ó.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Put your hands in the air! How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Okay. You become all heart at the prospect of paperwork, don't you?
Beleza.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Bora pra casa da esposa então conversar com ela. Que isso? O carro tá no ar aqui, mano. O que tá acontecendo, velho? Ô, Rockstar. Você não vai dar uma de Ubisoft não, né, cara? Vou ter que consertar essa cagada aqui, será? Vamos ver. Ih, rapaz. Bugou o carro. Não consigo nem entrar, mano.
Someone ought to take him home.
Tá de sacanagem, né, velho? Vou ter que arrumar outro veículo então, mano. Será que dá pra roubar um veículo?
You can drive.
Que parada bugada, viu?
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Então o Shelton lá, pelo visto, não foi o culpado, né? Segundo o argumento dele. Visto que ele falou que não foi homicídio doloso no caso, né? Ou foi culposo? Pô, sempre confundo os dois, velho. Chegamos aqui na casa da esposa. O carro tá ali, pelo menos não tá bugado. Espero que não esteja na hora de a gente voltar.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Bem simpática ela, né? Só que não.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Então, pelo visto, a mulher nem ligou muito pra morte do marido, fraga.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
É verdade, isso não é, né? Pela sua carinha, né? Aqui não tem nada falando sobre esse tipo de coisa. Então vai ser a resposta policial mal mesmo.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Nossa, os caras são muito cínicos, velho. Tá muito na cara que eles são extremamente suspeitos, Fraga.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Será? Eu acho que agora a gente pode usar a carta aqui do seguro de vida, viu? Acho que essa vai ser o canal.
Being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Muito simpáticos esse casal, né? Tem um telefone aqui perto pra gente fazer uma ligação, será? Ou é aqui do lado de fora? Não tô vendo nada, mas enfim. Lá fora tem um telefone, a gente pode usar ele mesmo. Vamos usar esse telefone público aqui, ó.
Seems like a decent guy.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Thank you.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
Mano, tá muito na cara que os caras aumentaram o seguro de vida do camarada que morreu pra poder pegar a grana pra eles, fraga, tipo assim.
You're behind the wheel.
So, where you want to go?
Tá muito na cara, velho. Só se eu estiver extremamente enganado, mas é a resposta mais óbvia até agora. Agora a gente vai no necrotério lá pra poder conversar com o médico, né? O carequinha lá, o Drauzio Varela. Fala se o Cole tá parecendo um inspetor bugigante com essa roupa, cara. Tudo bem, amigão?
Where does baby oil come from?
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Não, mas tava na cara que era essa a resposta.
What are you, the fourth stooge?
Não é possível que você não percebeu isso também, Bekowski.
Can you drive to this one?
All right.
Where to?
Pegar nosso carrinho aqui que nós humildemente roubamos de algum civil, né? Que isso, Bugadaço? O que você tá fazendo, cara? Que isso? Olha ele bugando, mano. Tá de sacanagem, né, Bugadaço? O que tá acontecendo com esse jogo, velho? Mano, eu vou dirigindo. Cansei já. Você tá muito mongolão, Bugadaço. Puta merda. Ei. Tava achando que eu ia bater no poste ali, mas... deu tudo certo. Mas o que tá acontecendo com essa missão, cara? Tá cheio dos bugs. Primeiro o carro bugou lá no acostamento, a gente teve que pegar esse aqui. Aí agora o Bugadaço que fica fazendo essa dança da barata tonta aí. De vez em quando acontece uns bugzinhos no jogo mesmo. Faz parte. Em geral, os jogos da Rockstar pra mim são os mais bem feitos de todos, né? Pelo menos os que eu já joguei. Que isso?
You know, this isn't a tank, Phelps.
São os que eles capricham mais, né? Os caras ficam tipo 4, 5 anos pra poder lançar o jogo, mas quando eles lançam é um negócio assim, realmente fora de série. É muito melhor do que lançar um jogo todo ano e ser um jogo mal feito, mal acabado pra mim.
You've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with
think
it.
I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo.
Bom, legal que o cara deu um tiro nela na porta e ela tava caída do lado do sofá praticamente pra... Que isso? Acho que dá pra pegar ele com aquela mira de distância, né? Aí, ó.
Stop or I will shoot.
Por pouco, hein, mano. Quase que o cara vira esquina ali, eu tenho que correr atrás dele tudo de novo. Melhor capturar o cara vivo que a gente ganha mais pontos no final da missão também, se não estou enganado, do que capturar ele... Não capturar, né? Matar ele, no caso.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Beleza, então. Mais uma missão finalizada. Foi flawless agora, hein? Quer dizer, quase, né? Porque a gente causou um pouquinho de dano também. Mas em termos de pistas encontradas das respostas, foi tudo certinho.